Hi, my name is Daud, and it's always a great joy for me to be able to come to your homes through this way of online teaching. I hope you are having a good time already, and if you are not, then I promise you, you will have now. Because we are going to make this day, you're right, an English grammar day. Ready, set, let's begin. Today I want to talk to you about finite verbs and non-finite verbs. And I need you to pay attention and listen carefully, because that is the key to make everything super easy. Alright, so see these examples. Nita likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. Listen to me very carefully. Nita likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. And now listen this one. Nita and her sister like to watch the butterflies in the garden. Did you notice the difference between them? If you haven't, then worry not, for I am still here. Look here. Nita likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. Sentence number 1. Here we have a verb likes, and here we have a verb to watch. Nita likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. In sentence number 2, Nita and her sister like. This likes became like. But this to watch remains the same. Which means that this likes and this to watch are two different kinds of verb. Likes is finite verb and to watch is non-finite verb. The verbs that change with the change in number of subjects or persons are finite verbs, while the verbs that do not change with the change in number of subjects or persons, they are non-finite verbs. Alright, see this example again. Nita likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. Nita, one subject, likes. Nita is singular. We have used this singular form of verb, likes here. In sentence number 2, Nita and her sister. We have two subjects now. So, according to the number of subjects, we have changed this verb here. This likes is no more likes. It's like now. Nita and her sister like to watch the butterflies in the garden. But in both the sentences, to watch is there. To watch remains the same in both the sentences. You see, this to watch is the non-finite verb. Verbs that do not change. Verbs that are not affected by the change in subjects or persons. While those verbs that are affected by the change in subjects or number of persons, that is finite verbs. We are going to see more examples. So I hope you have understood the difference between two. I would now talk to you about the major, I would throw some light on the major difference between them, which you must have noticed already. Finite verbs are variable, which means they change with the change in subject, while non-finite verbs are fixed. They do not change. They remain the same. You remember that example? Nita likes to watch the butterflies. Nita and her sister like to watch the butterflies. Alright. He wants to go there. He wants to go there. They want to go there. He wants to go there. They want to go there. This want is changing. Want, wants. Alright. He wants to go there. He is singular. So we have used wants. They want to go there. They are plural. So we have used want. He wants to go there. He wants to go there. They want to go there. So this is finite verb. Why this is finite verb? Because this has changed. This is variable. This may change with the change in subject. He became they, so this verb also, it's changing with the change in subjects, while this to go remained the same. This is non-finite. Those are not affected. Those verbs which do not change with the change in subject, there are non-finite verbs. Alright? Non-finite verbs can be categorized into three more categories. You might be amazed to know about this, but this is what the truth is. We are going to go into the detail of non-finite verbs. So please be with me, don't go anywhere. Non-finite verbs can be divided into three more categories. Infinitives, I-N-F-I-N-I-T-I-V-E-S. Infinitives, gerunds, and participle. Alright, infinitives, gerunds, and participles. We are going to talk about these three kinds of non-finite verbs. Finite verbs cannot be, they do not have further categorization, while these non-finite verbs, they can be divided into three more categories, and we are going to talk about them. Infinitives. First, we will talk about infinitives. What are infinitives? To plus base form of verb. To plus base form of verb. They are infinitives. To plus base form of verbs. Nita likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. To plus watch, that was an infinitive. See this example. He wants to continue working. So can you try to identify the infinitive for me in this sentence? I believe you can. Yes, please give it a try. To continue. This is an infinitive. To plus base form of verb. To continue. This is an infinitive. See another example. To make excuses. To make excuses is easy. To make excuses is easy. So can you try to identify the infinitive for me in this sentence? I will repeat. What are infinitives? To plus base form of a verb. To go, to want, to continue. Alright, to do this, to write, to sing, to dance, to cook. These are all infinitives. So can you try to identify the infinitive for me in this sentence? I believe you can. I'm waiting for your answer. Yes, you're right. To make is the infinitive in this sentence. To plus base form of verb. So he wants to continue working. To make excuses is easy. This is infinitive. We will now talk about gerunds. Now we will talk about gerunds. What are gerunds? ing forms of verb used as a noun. For example, skipping is a beneficial exercise. Painting is a good hobby. So when ing forms of verbs are used as a noun, they are known as gerunds. ing forms of verbs used as a noun. When ing forms of verbs are used as a noun, they are gerunds. Painting is a good habit. Singing is his favorite hobby. So when ing forms of verbs are used as a noun, they are known as gerunds. We will now talk about participles. We have, three kinds of participles. I think you already know about them. Present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. All right. When these participles are used as an adjective, that's when, we call them participles. For example, broken window, flying car. So ed form of a verb, en form of a verb, ing form of a verb, when they are being used in a sentence as an adjective, when they are being used in the form of an adjective, we call them participles. For example, the burnt potatoes, burnt potatoes, and this box contained stolen goods. Stolen, here is that is past participle, stolen. Horses, the galloping horses frighten the travelers. Alright, so we are going to write here present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. We are going to do exercises also related to the topic that we have studied, and that's when we will be able to learn it more and in a better way. So please be with me, don't go anywhere. Now we will talk about exercise A. We need to underline the finite verbs and circle the non-finite verbs. Alright, here we have second one. First one has been done for us already. I like to walk on the wet grass. So can you identify the finite verb for me in this sentence? I like to walk on the wet grass. Can you? Yes, you can. I like, this is finite. To walk, this is non-finite. And this is of, if we would like to talk about the type of it, the category of it, it belongs to the infinitive. You remember that? Good. The mountain seems too steep for us to climb. Can you try to identify the finite and non-finite verbs for me in this sentence? Please try. It's the third one in your book, page number 26. The mountain seems too steep for us to climb. Seems, finite. To climb, non-finite. So this was our exercise A. We are going to do this fill in the blanks exercise, exercise B, page number 27. We need to fill in the appropriate forms of finite and non-finite verbs. Let's begin with the second one, because first one has been already done for us. The teacher dash the students dash the instructions carefully. We have our options for this: ask and follow. Alright, so I want you to guess the answer. I want you to try to give the answer. We have our hints here: ask and follow. Yes, you're right. The teacher asked the students to follow the instructions carefully. This asked is finite, and this to follow is non-finite. Alright, see the second one now. Ben dashed across the busy street, dashed to his friend. And we have our hint here: Ben walk and speak. So what should be the answer? What should we fill in these blanks? Please try. That's nice. Ben walked across the busy street to speak to his friend. To speak. Now you will have to tell me which one is finite and which one is non-finite. Yes, you're right. To speak, non-finite. And this one is finite. What is the difference between finite and non-finite? Finite changes with the change in number or persons of the subject, while non-finite does not change. It remains the same. Now we will talk about exercise number C. Please be with me, don't go anywhere. Exercise C, we need to rewrite the sentences using infinitives. What are infinitives? to plus base form of verb. You remember that? To watch, to cook, to sing, to dance, to walk, to speak. You remember? Those were infinitives. So, Untitled warned Mihika against driving rashly. We need to rewrite this sentence using an infinitive. I'm going to help you here. I know you are trying hard with me. Please try. I need your help in doing this. Untitled warned Mihika not to drive rashly. So Untitled warned this girl Mihika not to drive rashly. We have used to drive infinitive here. Alright, driving rashly is a bad habit. We should always drive properly and at a slow speed. Then we have this one. We have taken fifth one, and we will solve the rest of them in our live session if you will find any problem solving them. Gina hoped that she would win the painting competition. So Gina hoped that she would win the painting competition. We need to use infinitive somewhere here in this sentence. And how will we do that? Gina hoped to win the painting competition. Gina hoped to win. Gina hoped to win the painting competition. So here this to win is the infinitive that we have brought, that we have used. Alright, but before that, I would like to share something with you about the infinitives. Infinitives can be used as a subject also and as an object also. Listen to me carefully. To scream is ill-mannered. To scream, I'm going to write this example for you here. To scream is ill-mannered. To scream is ill-mannered. Asha likes to sing. So here we have with us two examples. To scream is ill-mannered and Asha likes to sing. So to scream, here this infinitive is working as a subject, while here Asha likes to sing. To sing is working as an object. So this is one of the characteristics of infinitives. And what are infinitives? I want you to repeat after me. To plus base form of a verb, they are infinitives. Alright? Now we will do that exercise. Alright, exercise D. Rewrite these sentences using it as an introductory subject. So we have our infinitives here, to take and to run away, to take and to run. We have these infinitives, these non-finite forms of verbs here with us, and we need to replace them with it, and we need to make it as an introductory subject. To take a brisk walk in the morning is refreshing. So we are going to do it like this. It is refreshing. It is refreshing. This will become first part. And this will become second part. It is refreshing to take a brisk walk in the morning. So the sentence will look something like this. It is refreshing to take a brisk walk in the morning. It is refreshing to take a brisk walk in the morning. See the second one, and this is very right. We should never run away from the problems. We should never run away from our problems in life. To run away from problems is cowardly. So can we do what we did before? Yes, we can. It is cowardly to run away. It is cowardly to run away from problems. So now in these two sentences, this it is working as an introductory subject, and that was our task that we have completed. We often use to and the infinitives to join sentences. How do we do that? Let's learn. The knife was blunt, it could not slice the onions. So we are going to do something like this. The knife was too blunt, which means the knife was not sharp. The knife was too blunt to slice the onions. The knife was too blunt to slice the onions. So we have used this to with the infinitive to slice. Alright, the knife was too blunt to slice the onions. We have joined these two sentences with the help of this to and to slice, this infinitive. Alright. The necklace was expensive, Sudha could not buy it. Sudha could not buy that necklace, which means it was quite expensive. It was very, very expensive. So that something, something that is very, very expensive, that is too expensive. So let's see the answer. The necklace was too expensive for Sudha to buy. The necklace was too expensive for Sudha to buy. The necklace was too expensive for Sudha to buy. In this exercise, we are going to combine sentences using enough with infinitives. Let's see how will we do that. We have second one of exercise F. Susan is tall. She can reach the top shelf easily, which means her height is tall to reach to the top shelf easily. Her height is enough. So Susan is tall enough to reach the top shelf easily. So these were two sentences. Susan is tall, she can reach the top shelf easily. We have combined these sentences and now we have one sentence, which is Susan is tall enough to reach the top shelf easily. Alright, we have combined these two sentences with the help of enough and to reach, which is an infinitive. Susan is tall enough to reach the top shelf easily, which means Susan is tall enough. She is enough tall to reach to the top shelf easily. We will talk about the third one now. Mona is not well. She cannot participate in the tournament. We have two sentences with us. Mona is not well, which means she is not healthy. Mona is not well, she is not fit. She cannot participate in the tournament. That is why she cannot participate in the tournament. She could not take part in the tournament. We need to make these two sentences as one. We need to combine these two sentences with the help of enough and infinitive. And let's see how will we do it. Mona, why she can't take part in the competition? Why she can't take part in the tournament? Why she cannot participate in the tournament? Because she is not well. So Mona is not well enough to participate in the tournament. Mona is not well enough to participate. Mona is not well enough to participate in the tournament. Enough to participate. Alright. So exercises related to infinitives are over now. Now we are going to face exercises related to gerunds. What are gerunds? Please answer my question. What are gerunds? I hope you remember. If you were listening carefully, I'm sure you'll be able to answer. Gerunds. ing forms of verbs which are used as a noun. We also call gerunds as verbal nouns or verb nouns, alright? ing forms of verb which are used as a noun. For example, skipping is a beneficial exercise and singing is a good habit, alright? But these gerunds, what are gerunds? I'm going to rewrite this for you again. Gerunds, ing forms of verb used as a noun, there are gerunds, and they can be used in 4 ways. Gerunds can be, can work as a subject in a sentence. It can be subject of a verb, object of a verb. It can also object of a preposition. Complement of a verb. So gerunds can function as a subject of a verb. Eating a balanced diet keeps you healthy, and it can also work as the object, like Beena enjoys baking, and it can also work as an object of a preposition, like Beena is very good at sculpting. How will you recognize the object of preposition? You will find prepositions somewhere there, at, in, on, etc. Alright? And it can also be used as a complement of a verb. What my grandmother likes is knitting. What my grandfather likes is football or driving, a huge truck. Alright, so we are going to do exercise related to gerunds now. In that exercise, we need to identify, we need to recognize, we need to find out the gerunds. In this exercise, Varun and his friends enjoy traveling. ing forms of verb used in the sentence as the object. This is a gerund here, and this is used as an object. In the next one, stealing is a detestable habit. Can you try to find out the gerund for me in the sentence? Yes, you can. Here it is, stealing. But here it has been used as the subject. Okay? The next exercise is related to participles. So first we are going to, have a look of participles again in our minds that we studied before. What are participles? They are also known as verbal adjectives. And why they are known as verbal adjectives? Because they are used as an adjective in a sentence. Alright? Participles can be of 3 types: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Here are these sentences. The burnt potatoes had to be thrown away. Burnt potatoes. Here this burnt, which is a participle, it's working as an adjective in this sentence. Here this example, the box contained stolen goods. Stolen goods. Here this stolen is describing the noun goods. Okay, so this is a participle and this has been used as an adjective here. So that's why they are called verbal adjectives. So in this exercise, we need to underline and identify the type. Okay, see this first one. Rohan put a warm blanket over the shivering puppy. Okay, Rohan put a warm blanket over the shivering puppy. Here we have shivering. This is present participle. Shivering puppy, present participle. Now you might be wondering, the question might have arisen in your mind, what is the difference between gerund and present participle? Gerund is used as a noun, while this present participle is used as an adjective. See, this shivering has been used for this puppy, and this puppy is a noun, which makes it an adjective. So present participles are used as adjectives while gerunds are used as nouns. This is the difference between the two. Back to the exercise. Now we have a fourth one with us. The forgotten toy lay in the cupboard. Forgotten. And this is past participle. Ed, en, these are all past participles. Past participle. Having said all that he wanted to, Nitin left the room. Having said, this is the perfect one. Perfect participle. Having said that, having said, perfect participle. Having received, having said, such are the examples of perfect participle. So this is it for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you very soon again. Peace be with you. God bless you.